No, it's all good. I like the brick background.
Yeah, it is real. I do have a virtual version of this where I try and trick people when I'm just at home, when I can't be bothered coming into the office. But
I was gonna hang up if it wasn't real.
right, yeah, yeah. Is that real? It must be real. You were just playing it.
Yeah, this is real. And now you can see it because we're in wide version.
We're in wide. We're in 4K, I think. How have you been?
I've been very well, very musically inspired and just excited every day and really happy that people are liking this new song.
We are loving it. Is Changes a happy song or a sad song?
Changes is a sad song disguised as a happy song.
Okay, is that something to do with the way? Is it because it's major or minor? Professor, please take it away.
No, it is an F major, and the song is about. I think the song's about a friendship fizzling out, not because anything bad happened, but because life sometimes leads us in different directions. And I always wondered why there weren't a lot of songs written about that, because it's something we all go through. We get older, you get married, you find a partner, you find somebody you spend every day with, and the people that you used to spend every day with, you just see once in a while, and sometimes you don't really ever see them again. And nothing bad happened. It's just kind of this like gray area. So I guess Changes is about the gray area.
Okay, and have you heard from this former friend since the song's come out?
I mean, everything is good with me and former friend, but when you watch the video, it's not the video, I guess what adds to the happiness of the song, the whimsicality, is that a word? The claymation figures, if you've seen the music video, it's very bright and uplifting, and there's characters in it, and it's not really touching about what the song's actually about. It's kind of it's a distraction of life almost.
The video really took me back to kind of Saturday morning TV. We're the same age, so both grew up in the 90s, and it was
It's,
like
you
after
get it.
school, doing my homework, being distracted by this claymation figure that's on the TV screen. Was that intended? Was that what you were trying to go for?
Absolutely. Golden Graham sitting in the milk bowl. It's meant to. I feel like so much, not to get too like critiquey or deep, because it's just music and it's just about having a good time ultimately. But I feel like things have lost their warmth in some way. Not everything. There's some great new music that feels like a warm hug, and I feel like a lot of things because my wife watches a ton of TV, and everything just looks the same. Like there used to be, like when you'd zoom in on a lossless still of a movie, a really famous movie, you would see all the noise generated from all the cameras because everything wasn't an Arri Alexa, which is a wonderful camera. It was just, but it was film. It was warm. There was some imperfections to it, and I wanted to make an album that had that. Again, I said without getting too deep into it, and here I am talking about a bunch of random shit, but it's really it's just about recapturing the warmth again for me, because that's what I feel like even my own music was lacking a bit.
What if Professor Puth taught music history? Which decade are you forcing the class to spend the most time in?
Forcing the class. I hope I wouldn't force anybody to.
Encouraging the class.
I I I'd start with the 60s, because 50s and the 60s was such a dramatic change sonically. Still to this day, in my opinion, of course. Technologically, there were so many advancements. It was like when the black and white television turned into the color television. It's like in my opinion, there hasn't been that dramatic, that seismic shift in a really long time. Maybe like Steve Jobs introducing the iPhone, but everything just feels so similar now. I'd focus on that era, 50s into the 60s.
And let's talk about technology some more. What would you say right now is your go-to device or instrument when you're sitting down? Or what was the most used instrument? Let's go with that for this album.
But this album, what was so funny is initially, while coming up with the songs, there were no instruments used. It was all because Blood Pop, who I made the record with, designs games for a living as well. Codes games, like things I don't understand. I have a very like sophomoric understanding of how to make a video game, but he'd be making a video game, and then on another window on his super PC, he'd be just putting something together in Ableton. It was all digital, and then it was my job to take it out of digital land, or not take it out, but just put some warmth on top of the digital stuff. So initially, he was playing guitar with his keyboard, like not a piano keyboard, but a computer keyboard.
That's crazy. Yeah, whenever I see videos on TikTok of people doing that, I'm like, why don't just buy the instrument? Like, why are you putting yourself through that? Like, I always watch like Fred Again's videos and stuff, and I'm like, you're sat there with a laptop on your lap, like, and you're in a studio, you have all the instruments, like you're just jamming the keyboard.
But the behind his genius, he's able to make it feel like it's a band from just one computer. That's never not going to be impressive to me. But sure. I guess the keyboard that was most used was this Korg Triton over here, which is like the Neptunes and Timberlands kind of go-to in the 2000s.
Amazing. I was asked recently if I could team up with anyone for a pub quiz, like a trivia night, who I would choose, and I instantly thought of like, I need a bit of help in the music category, and I think I would pick you. I suppose, though, are you good at music trivia, or not music trivia, but just like general trivia as well as just the musical stuff?
Not really. Not really general trivia. I think I'm good at like one thing, and that's music. But I got you for all music questions.
Okay. Next, my local does a Wednesday night trivia night. We'll go.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just, I'll just go to the airport. It's so easy to do right now in America.
Yeah. We'll do it before the baby arrives, while you've still got your nights to yourself. When can we expect Charlie Puth, the Lullaby collection?
I don't know. I don't know about that anytime soon, but maybe later, like later into my career. And then I watch this interview back 5 years from now, and that's like, I've made 5 iterations of that album.
I feel like we always get Kidz Bop, but we don't get anything for the really, really young, like the
I heard a Kidz Bop recently of a Kidz Bop Tears Sabrina Carpenter version. That was fake, right? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
There's just no way. No way. I just, anyway, that's a bit off topic, but
yeah. Trying to find a radio edit of that is tough. Whatever's clever. March 6th. We are so looking forward to it. What can we expect between now and then?
you can expect a couple more songs. I'm sure. I think we started out with the easel, and like we're painting the picture for everybody right now, and I feel like a brand new artist. It's very with an upper hand, of course, but it's really fun, kind of showing this side of myself and this side of myself musically.
Well, last question, just to touch on that a little bit more. It's been 10 years since One Call Away and See You Again. I don't know if you must have known that though, right?
I was just reminded of it. I just can't believe how fast time moves.
Yeah. What kind of changes are we talking? It must have been 23-year-old Charlie, now 33-year-old Charlie. What kind of changes are we talking there?
I think I've gotten a bit smarter, and I think I've become a better singer. I don't consider myself to be the best singer. There's so many people who can sing their way around the sun, but I feel like I've personally improved in those 10 years.
I'll agree. Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Charlie. Thanks for your time, and all the best with the release, the new one on the way. Both things. Congrats on everything.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Charlie. Take care.
Take care.